morning, everybody. In the first session, we have discussed the introduction of the operations research for business decisions and the development of the operations research in the first session. In second session, we have to go for discussing the operations research stages or the phases, how this subject can be used in different disciplines, methodology or phases of the study of operations research. Then first one is concerned for formulating the problem. Actually, any business, what is the problem is facing, now that can be studied well. One expert says that when the problem is well defined, that is half solved. It means half of the problem can be solved. Therefore, we must know that what is the actual problem of the business concern. Therefore, operations research is a phase or methodology now that can be used research into the operations of man, mission, organization, and must consider the economics of the operation or economy of the operation. It means that the manual labor used in the business organization, where the manual labor are in scarce, are available chiefly in the market, now that can be decided and now that can be studied in advance. And what is the manual or labor cost and the machines used in the business operations. The machines are used well technological developed machines or automatic machines to reduce the cost of production can also be taken into consideration. And the nature of the organization, whether the nature of the organization is a profitable organization or a non-profitable organization, or it may be service providing organization. We must consider, and at the same time, the economy in its operation, that should not be the costlier one. In formulating a problem for over study analysis must be made of the following major components. Then first one is the environment, and second one is the objective, and thirdly the decision maker, and fourth one is concerned for selection of best course of action from among available alternative courses of the action. Then from among these, first one is the most important, the environment is concerned. The environment is concerned for the internal or the external environmental factors. The environmental factors are influencing on its every business is concerned. The internal environmental factors lies within the organization. One should provide good control over them. It may be men, machines, materials, etc. And the external are the factors which lie outside the organization. They are called external environmental factors. One should not provide any control over the factors which lie outside the organization. The external factors, for example, government policies. The government can take or make any policy decisions in regarding the production, or it may be concerned for import or export of any finished goods or raw materials or machineries. Import and export is concerned. Then in this regard, the business has to adjust according to the external environmental factors. but the external policies cannot be adjusted according to the organizational needs. And the competition which lies outside the organization has ready to face the competition whatever may be existing in the market. Then it has to take certain steps or measures to avoid the competition or to face the competition. And second one is concerned for the objective. Then what is the major objective of the concern? Now that can be taken into consideration, and according to that consideration one should go for apply the operations research. Then comprehensive, as it provides a setting for the remaining three. The operations researcher shall attend conferences and pay visits and send observations and perform research work, thus succeeds in getting sufficient data to formulate the problem. So that he has to concentrate all these nowadays factors at the time of formulating the problem. And second one is concerned for constructing a model to represent the system under study. After formulating the now that is problem, he has to submit the project before the management for the approval. If the management is approved, where the project is approved by the management, the next step is to construct a model for the system under study. The operation researcher can now construct the model to show the relation and interrelations between the cause and effect, or between the action and reaction, where once it is implemented, what is the cause, what is the effect. Then this relation can be observed nowadays closely, and where this operations research model is introduced, then where the action is to be taken, then what is the reaction. It means usually the plans are implemented at lower level management. One should nowadays study well, where the lower level management is accepting that one or resisting that one. Then by taking the nowadays concentration or consent of the lower level management, they have to go for implementing. Now the aim of operation researcher is to develop a model which enables him to forecast the effects of factors crucial to the solution of a given problems. The proposed model may be tested and modified in order to work under stated environmental constraints. A model may also modified if the management is not satisfied its work performance. Then where the different levels of the management is not accepting, where it is difficult to implement, then in this case the operations researcher is required to modify. And third one is deriving solution from the model. Where the model is developed, he has to derive the solution, or it may be for the questions he has to make it ready the answer. A solution may be extracted from a model either by conducting experiments, then he has to go for a small experiment now where it is working, how it is nowadays working, by simulation or by mathematical analysis. No model will work appropriately if the data is not appropriate. Such information may be available from the results of experiments or from hunches based on experience, so that the data collection can clearly affect model output significantly. Operations researcher should not assume that once he has defined his objective and model, he has achieved his aim to solving the problem. The required data collection consumes time to prepare. If data collection errors are to be minimized, if there is any errors in data collection, they should be minimized. And fourth one is concerned for testing the model and solution derived from it. Then it has been to be tested. Pointed out earlier, a model is never a perfect representation of reality, but if properly formulated and correctly manipulated, then it may be useful in providing or predicting the effects of changes in control variables or overall system of effectiveness. The usefulness or utility of a model is checking by finding out how well it predicts the effect of these changes. Such an analysis is usually known as sensitivity analysis. The utility or the validity of the solution can be verified by comparing the results obtained without applying the solution with the results obtained when it is used. And fifth one is establishing control over the solution. Now in the next page for the operations research is to explain the findings to the management, where it is implemented in the nowadays organization, what are the findings and what is the investment and what is the result, what is the rate of return, everything now should be explained to the management. It may be pointed out that he should specify that conditions under which the solution can be utilized. You should also point out weaknesses if any, so that the management will know what risks they are taking while employing the model to generate the results. Thus, it should also specify the limits with which the results obtained from using the model are valid. You should also define those conditions under which the model will not work. Then each and every model, they can have their own advantages and disadvantages. Then what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages, how it should be implemented, and where it is not possible to implement, that should be explained nowadays clearly. And sixth one is concerned for implementation of the solution. The last phase of the operations research methodology is to implementation of solutions obtained in the previous steps in operations research. Though decision making is scientific, but its implementation involves so many behavioral issues. Therefore, the implementing authority has to resolve the behavioral issues, has to sell the ideas of utility of war not only to the workers but also to the superiors. The distance between war scientist and management may create hurdles. Thus, the gap between one who provides a solution and the other who wants to utilize it must be eliminated. To achieve this, both the management and war scientists should play a positive role. A properly implemented solution obtained through applications of war techniques results in improved working conditions and gains the management support. Then what we are discussed so far, the war models. In nowadays war models, war operations research model are broadly classified into main four categories. First one is the physical model. Then these are the actual scaled down version of the original. Examples includes a globe, a scale model car, or a model of a flow line made with elements from a toy construction set. In general, such models are not very common in operations research, mainly because getting accurate representations of a complex system, though physical model, is often impossible. And second model is concerned for analogic model. These are the models that are stepped down from the first category. It means after the first model you have to go for the analogic model. In that they are a physical model as well, but the use of physical analog to describe the system as opposed to the exact scaled down version. Perhaps the most famous example of analogic model was the Antioch model, now which demonstrated that one could conduct a valid operations research analysis without even resorting to the use of computers. In this problem, the objective was to find out the best way to distribute supplies at a military department to various demand points. Such a problem can be solved efficiently by using techniques from network flow analysis. And third one is computer simulation model. Nowadays, the computers are very much useful for every problem is solving. With the growth of computational power, these models have become extremely popular over the last 10 to 15 years. A simulation model is one where the system is abstracted into a computer program, while the specific computer language used is not a defining characteristics. A number of languages and software systems have been developed solely for the purpose of building computer simulation model. A survey of the most popular system was found in Operations Research MS Today Management Information System. Typically, such software has syntax as well as built-in constructs that allow for easy model development. And fourth one is concerned for a mathematical model. This is the final category of model, and the one that traditionally has been most commonly identified with operations research. In this type of model, one computer or one captures the characteristics of a system or the process through a set of mathematical relationships. Mathematical models can be deterministic or probabilistic. In the former type, all parameters used to describe the model are assumed to be known. Then, characteristics of a good model. Number of variables used should be a few as possible. The variables, it may be of 2 or it may be of sometimes 3, but not more than the implementing the solutions. Where the number of variables are more, it is somewhat difficult to formulate the nowadays problem and finding the solutions. And secondly, every problem is solved on the basis of the certain assumptions. In this case also, the number of assumptions should be as few as possible. Where the number of assumptions is in large, then one should confuse to solve the problem. And thirdly, it should be easy and economical to construct. Then easy to solve the problem, and in constructing the model it should be the economy. And fourth one, it should assimilate the system environmental changes without change in the framework. If there is any changes, then I already explained that the environmental changes means environmental factors. The environmental factors may lie within the organization or outside the organization. Then according to the changes, then the framework can also be nowadays adjusted without modification. It should be adopted to parametric type of treatment. Then finally we will go for operations research in world or Indian scenario. Then in this section, some examples of successful real world applications of operations research are provided. These should given the nowadays one who is going to nowadays study this one, appreciation for the diverse kinds of problems that war can address, as well as for the magnitude of the savings that are possible. Without any doubt, the best source for case studies and details of successful applications in the journals. Then interfaces, which is a publication of the Institute for Operations Research and Management Science. This is oriented towards the practitioners, and much of the exposition is in laypersons. Laypersons means least educated or uneducated. One should nowadays follow the models when it is nowadays formulated. The terms at some point. Every practicing industrial engineer should refer to this journal to appreciate the contributions that war can make. All the applications that follow have been extracted from recent issues of interfaces. In the present economic scenario and dynamic market, the survival of business not only depends on innovative and actionable business strategies, where one is applying the innovations in its business. Now that is not only for the success of every business is concerned, then where they are using these strategies, but also largely on supply chain management, then one should success by applying the operational research techniques. Then it should nowadays reduces the operational cost. As well designed supply chain management system allows retailers to quickly procure resources and manufacture products timely and release products to the market to avoid the unnecessary stock filling of items in the inventory. Now is one of the advantage in the development of world or Indian scenario, when the system works like a well-oiled machine. Well-oiled means the where the machine is well oiled, now that will work smoothly without interruption or without making any noise. Like that, where one is applying the good operational research techniques, the business concern can also move without making any interruption or without incurring any loss, and it helps the companies to avoid both time and monetary losses. Now it is the time nowadays saving techniques, and monetary losses can be avoided with the help of the war techniques. Most important, it ensures that the product reaches the market and ultimately the customer without any delay. As and when the customer need the product on that time and to the place, one has to go for supplying. With the help of supply chain management, one is required to supply in time in the hands of the customer. The idea is to meet company's goal while maximizing customer satisfaction. Now the customer satisfaction is one of the goal or aim of every business, without which no business can be succeeded. And secondly, improves customer support service. The end goal is to deliver the right product in the demanded quantity to the customers at the right time and correct location. It is most important. What is the quantity they much need, and what is the time they need, and the place in which they need, to that place. Now in right time, right location, right price, now they have to supply. Now it is possible with the operational research techniques. For example, if the customer purchased the home decor items from a company, but was delivered only 2 of the originally ordered product and one wrong product was past the allotted delivery date, the customer is bound to be unhappy. Then according to the order of the customers, where he is ordered for 4 nowadays items, he has to supply 4 decor items. Then where he is supplying 2 and 2 is not according to the needs of the customer, then the customer is bound to be unhappy. Once one is losing the customers, it is difficult to get the same customers in the future. Therefore, it should be keep in mind at the formulation of the war model. In such a case, the customers often reach out to the company delivery partner for support services. The company with a component sales chain management system in place can resolve the customer queries, requests, complaints timely to retain customers, win their loyalty. To win the customers' loyalty, one should go for keeping in mind then what is the needs of the customers. And thirdly, boosts financial performance. The supply chain managers are valuable asset to company where they are in concerned with the direct nowadays location of the customer, where they are supplying nowadays right time right quantity, because they are expertise and knowledge to evaluate the performance optimization process, reduce supply chain cost, manage inventory, shorten the product life cycle, and identify new opportunities to increase the profits. They also ensure that all capital assets in concern, it may be plant, machinery, building, equipment, tools, transportation, are optimally used to balance the costs and output. Now it is economy in its operation. It is not just that supply chain managers are key in establishing and maintaining good relationship between the parties involved. It includes vendors, manufacturers, stakeholders, distributors also. All of these actions combined help increase productivity and increase company rate of investment substantially, and at the same time rate of return. Now, along with the manufacturers, stakeholders, vendors, distributors, the supply chain managers has to involve with these parties, then only they will succeed. And fourth one is creates job opportunity. Now it is the most important. The India, like where it is facing unemployment problem, the scope of supply chain management is quite broad, since the supply chain comprises multiple aspects such as manufacturing, warehousing, packing, transportation, delivery. Now these are all nowadays providing, these are all nowadays different departments are providing job opportunities. And then information technology, logistics, etc., it creates numerous job positions or opportunities across different sectors. Some of the most promising jobs in supply chain management are production planner, logistic resource planner, production manager, maintenance supervisor, managers, quality managers, purchasing managers, warehousing managers, purchasing and inventory control, procurement specialist, a logistic administrator, manager for transport, manager for transport administrator, managers, and reverse logistic nowadays management. These are the job opportunities in the supply chain nowadays management. And fifth one is concerned for empowers people working in the supply chain structure. The supply chain infrastructure consists of multiple tiers of different components, including a region's physical infrastructure. Now that may be roads, highways, railways, network, commerce, corridors, etc. Transportation services, manufacturing, logistics, vendor, buying relations, and so on. Naturally, there are peoples, now they may be skilled, involved at all levels of the supply chain network. Their livelihoods depends largely on the effective functioning of the supply chain. Then finally, we will discuss the uses of operations research. Now, it provides a logical and systematic approach to the problem. Any problem is concerned, now that systematic and technical mathematical tools can be applied and they can be solved, and it allows modification and mathematical solutions before they are put to use. And thirdly, suggest all the alternate course of action for the same management. It means number of courses action can be made available from among them, then which one is the best alternative courses of action is to be selected. Now that can be decided with the help of the operations research, and it helps in finding avenues for new research and improvement in system from the beginning, where it is used in the military organization from to that extent in 1940. Nowadays, now the operations research one of the model subject which is used to solve any problems are concerned, and innovations can be implemented, and it facilitates improved quality of decisions are taken through the operations research. Now it should be the quality decision, no doubt in it, and it leads to optimum use of managers production factors, and aids in preparing of managers by improving their knowledge in future, and improving their skills in the future. The operational research techniques provides that knowledge to the managers of any business concern, and lastly it indicates the scope as well as a limitation of a problem. Then certain limitations now that can be in the operations research, but they have to be following that limitations one can find out the solutions. The references for preparing this subject is concerned I given. Then you see from the beginning, now I taken in 2 sessions. Introduction is concerned, the process is concerned, and the characteristics of a war model is concerned, and the development of operations research, and development of operations research in world and Indian scenario. I go through the from first session to second session. Then I already sent the study materials in the previous after a previous session, and I also given the certain assignment in regarding the first model is concerned. Prepare well, and stay safe, stay home. Thank you. Follow this one.